I mean, you had a good game offensively, but did they do anything to surprise you on offense or defense? I mean, they had a lot of threes, and you guys knew they were a good three-point shooting team.
I mean, yeah, it don't really matter, just finish the loss. So, I mean, I don't really care about my game. Just like, I feel like they played pretty good together. They were a great team. There is a couple of situations we kind of lost in defense, miscommunication. So, just all this kind of ball. Yeah, that's it.
What kind of challenges were they presenting to you guys in the team today?
They just showed different type of defense. They're aggressive. Sometimes they just switched. So, I mean, we were ready for that. We knew what to do, but yeah, that's the game. But we did great every possession. So.
Do you feel like that's why you had some more opportunities, kind of from long range and on the outside today?
Yeah, kind of. I'm a player. I can roll, I can pop. So I just do whatever the team wants me to do. So today was more of a pop game. So I had a couple of open shots.
You guys feel almost invincible here at home. I mean, so many times the crowd has helped you guys to victory. It didn't happen today. Is it almost shocking that it doesn't happen?
Yeah, I mean, we come in, we want to be able to protect home, and that's always, what we focus on is, not losing at home, but I mean, they played good, and we didn't have the best game offensively, and like I said, we didn't get stops, as many stops as we usually do, and we got to be able to move on.
Both of you had some shots in the last 2 minutes. Did you like those looks and then the draw? But did you like the shots?
Yeah.
Were you expecting as much one-on-one play and backdoor cuts as they did?
Yeah, we watched film. We knew that they kind of, they didn't really have offense. It was more like just pass and cut and, kind of move around, play out the five. So, I mean, I think we were trying to focus on not letting them get them shots, so we were pressed up, and that's where they were able to go backdoor.
I mean, what about the challenges that Cleveland presents? They're a big guy.
I mean, he's a great player, one of the best passers in the country at the 5 spot. So we were ready with his scouting. Yeah, he had a pretty good game. So,
Sean got in there and played right away. It was
kind
of surprising to see him get that message. You guys know he's going to be a big part of the offense right away.
Yeah, no, once we found out he was gonna play this game, once we started doing scout and all that stuff, he was with the team and practicing and getting reps at the spot he needed to, and he did great, for the first time coming in, his first game in front of that many people, so he did a good job.
In the long run, it's a good thing for the team to have some depth.
For sure, yeah. With Adam not being able to play, we kind of needed someone in that position, and I feel like they did a good job finding someone.
What's going on in the final timeouts, maybe the last 2 or 3 timeouts? Was there a sense of urgency or panic or confidence that it's going to flip soon or what?
No, we needed to stop. That's what we were trying to figure out. What we need to do defensively to get that stop, and we weren't able to do that. But no, there was no sense of panic or anything like that. We always think we have a chance to win the game.
When you look back at this whole non-con slate as it wraps up now, how would you characterize it, or what would you say is our
I would say we have a very competitive team. I feel like we got guys that want to win and want to help each other. And obviously we want to win every game, but I feel like in the losses we were able to learn, and it's going to get us ready for conference play.
Same to you.
Yeah, same thing. It was another thing great for our team. Just competing against great teams and just see where we at. We had a couple of losses, so I mean that's part of the process. So I'm just feeling confident for the conference, and I'm excited for what's next.
Does this mess up your Christmas?
Yeah, we definitely want to go home with a win, but
But the mindset of turning it back around and coming right back here to New Year's on New Year's Eve, just kind of what's that going to be like over the next couple weeks?
Yeah, no, it kind of sucks that we kind of had to soak on this loss a little bit, but I know the coaching staff is going to do a great job, getting us ready, kind of moving on, turning the next page, because we got to be able to get ready for conference play, which is going to be huge for us.
What do you do over Christmas? Where do you go?
I got my mom in town, so we're leaving tomorrow for Nashville with join my sister. So we're going to spend some time with family. It's going to be great.
Is this the first time they've seen you in person this season?
This season, yeah. My mom came last year for Christmas also, but this season, yeah.
You go back?
Yeah, I go home. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all too.
Yeah, they got it. Oh, I know, right? No, I get it. Oh, we'll see. It's kind of hard to do something like that.
Used to it.
Yeah.
I don't care how it's.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody. First,
It's just happens. I mean, oh, there are sports out there that you do.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just hold off this time.
No, not me.
Well, obviously, tough outcome, for our group today. We knew coming in, Liberty was going to be a very challenging game for us. Just with, just look at, I got a lot of respect for Coach McKay and the way he runs his program, and they're a tough guard. And so, from a defensive standpoint, just understanding the discipline that we would have to have, just with the spacing, the shooting they have on the floor, the skill they have on the floor, and then defensively. They were able to take some things away from us that we've been able to have success with, most of the year. And so we had to try to do some things differently to adapt. Obviously, at the end of the day, I think we'll look back and we talk about this, right? Every game has a life of itself. The need for us to continue to move the needle and develop more discipline on both sides of the ball, I think impacted our ability to try to win the day. They went on a run in the second half, and we had to fight uphill. I thought our guys did a good job of trying to put us in a position where we had opportunities. The last 3 minutes or so, we had plays that shots that didn't go in, and they had shots that went in, and that's the game of basketball. So give them credit. They did a really good job of taking away some things from us, and then being able to take advantage of some breakdowns that we had that led to easy baskets, whether it was at the rim or from the 3-point line.
What was the plan on that last possession? Just whoever got the ball and take it through?
Which one? Our offensive possession? Yeah, we were trying to hopefully create a little confusion and create some open space for either Vaughn or Jacob, to try to get some space for a three. Didn't know if they would try to foul or if they would play it out. So, looking to try to tie the game there.
Would you say one of the things that was taken away from you guys by them was possibly the Shane's game, or was there something?
The way they defend, pack line defense is geared at trying to protect the paint and not let penetration get to the paint. And, when we were able to get to the paint, they were physical, and we didn't do a very good job of finishing through the physicality. Some of them were misses, some of them were turnovers. And so, we've had a pretty good amount of success being able to do those things or converting those opportunities into free throws. And, tonight we were limited in terms of being able to get to the free throw line. When you look at the stat sheet, we took half of our shots from the 3-point line, and so we didn't play to the identity that we've been able to play to, most of the way through. And that's a credit to them. They were able to take some things away from us.
How do you adjust and adapt to that, knowing that you guys are such a team that's successful?
Yeah, every game has a life of its own. We're not going to, this game wasn't a continuation of the last game. The next game won't be a continuation of this game. So every game has a life of its own. So we'll play each opponent and prepare as best we can. We feel like we have a good team, and obviously it hurts to lose. You don't want to, go into the holidays with this feeling, of having a break and having such a long time before you play again. But, it is what it is. So I feel good about our group. It'll be the challenge is now, how do we respond in the face of coming off and getting our home loss and heading into conference play. This closed out non-conference play for us. So, we got 18 game gauntlet ahead of us in conference that we've got to make sure we're mentally and physically ready for.
And on that note, when you look back at the entirety of the non-conference slate, how would you characterize it, or what do you think your team can take from it?
It's hard to really look at the entirety of it right now. Obviously, we just finished the game, so I'm probably not prepared to give you an answer on being reflective at this point.
Malcolm didn't play a lot today. Was that just a case of
Ankle.
Ankle?
Hmm.
Okay. Anything that'll keep that long?
I have no idea. Yeah, he wasn't able to go.
Anything else?
Oh, Sean played more than maybe, well, of course, than some of us expected, but he was in there right away.
Yeah.
Is that, long term a good thing for this team?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, he's learning terminology. He's learning our schemes. He's learning, just what we do and how we do it. So I thought he did a good job, in the limited amount of time that he was able to be out there today.
With him just getting here, is he gonna hang around here for the holiday?
I don't think he's going back overseas. So I'll have to check and say. I'm not sure what his plans were, but I don't think he's going back overseas.
Anthony, what was your message when you walked into your team?
A lot of what I just shared with you, just we had too many defensive breakdowns and they were able to kind of dictate some things offensively, that some of it, we kind of settled, and some of it was, credit them. They did a good job with their physicality and their game plan today, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
Do you feel your team is ready for conference play?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm not really into the prediction stuff. I'm kind of a realist. I just take it as it comes, and my focus today was on, Liberty. I don't know who we open up with, but we'll make sure we're prepared for the next game that we face.
What does this next week and a half look like? They're getting a little time to rest and recharge, but also kind of trying to refocus before you're right back here in a week and a half to open conference play.
Yeah, they're going to go home, hopefully spend some time with their loved ones, open some gifts, eat some good food, see their friends, be normal like everybody else, that gets to enjoy the holidays and hopefully remember what this season is all about, and have a level of gratitude for what we get to do and what they get to be a part of, and the love and joy and compassion of the people that have helped them be able to get to this point in their lives, that love them unconditionally, whether they win or lose, right? And keep it in perspective. Hopefully that's what the holidays are about for everybody.
For you personally, how have you seen the shift from the grind of non-con to being able to have these next couple of days, and then before you know it, we'll get
Well, it hadn't happened yet, so I don't know.
Anthony, you're a seasoned old coach. Just the answer you gave her about what Christmas is about. You're able to flip the switch and do that, or you
We'll see. I'll do the best I can. You don't want to go into the holidays with a loss that simmers on you if you're a competitor. So I'm sure our guys will. But I'm blessed to have a wife, and children, and a family that loves me and cares about me, and I love and care about them, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to let them know that, and to try to keep things in perspective. We're playing a game. We're playing a game, and we're fortunate, man, that this time last year, probably all of you have people in your lives that are no longer here, right? And so I'm gonna try to keep it in perspective, and hope our guys can keep it in perspective. That we're grateful for what we do and what we get to do, and the people that we love that are in our lives. So we lost a basketball game today. Right? We get to play more. Okay, so I'll try to keep that in perspective. Thanks. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Maybe just go.